Good. Got it checked out this morning, and that's what I thought it was. I was in the atrial flutter, so the arrhythmia decided to kick back up. So getting it addressed and back at it.
So you saw the cardiologist
Today, yeah.
and any like concerns moving forward at all, or is it sort of completely behind you at this point?
Yeah, just have a real good understanding of just what to do, how it needs to be treated with medicine or an ablation or both. So now, for anybody that could be out there hearing this, or if I'm butchering this in any way, I apologize. But yeah, pretty confident on this one that I know what it is and how to deal with it. But as always, we'll trust the doctors and they'll tell me what to do.
You didn't need to have a procedure this time.
Well, I think I will.
You didn't have to have one this time.
May still, yeah. It'd be either medicine, the ablation, or could be both.
Did you end up talking to John and your parents and stuff since yesterday?
Oh yeah. I talked to John, talked to my dad, mom too, and my wife. So
They're okay with you keeping on coaching football with this.
yeah. They know how deeply committed I am. It would take my heart stopping, for me not to be out there on the sideline.
You anticipate being able to have that treatment or the medicine, whatever the procedure is, will that wait till the end of the season, or could it be during the season?
It's going on now. I got a little monitor right now that I'll have for 2 weeks, and I get a little blood thinner, need that, and then have it's a kind of a medicine that doesn't let your heart rate spike. That's the issue I got. It goes spikes way up for a certain amount of time, or it goes too low. So there's a medicine now that'll keep it right in the sweet spot.
Did you hear the people around the league just trying to check in on you?
Oh yeah, friends and family, and yeah, different. Really cool. I mean, just how many people care. So much appreciated. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Did any of the players come in and talk to you about it after your press conference? It seemed like none of them really knew that it happened.
Yeah, a couple of the guys said that. Yeah, hey, Coach, what happened? That people told me that you went in the tent or went in the locker room briefly, and yeah, I knew they were so locked into the game that's what we wanted them locked in on. But
So 2 weeks of monitoring and then reassessing at that point.
that's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
It's great that
Huh? Your medical. I mean, yeah. And again, this could be, just take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. This is for anybody out there that's a real expert, or even a doctor or a cardiologist. That I'm doing the best I can, relaying this information, and probably missing by some margin, but.
So Jesse was interim head coach for like a series.
Yeah, I mean it was hey, give a flag. Jesse's on the field, and so that's the way we rolled.
Now is that like a contingency that you like figured
Thought
out
of?
before? Like have you thought like if I have to leave a game for whatever reason, this is what would happen?
No, that was just a battlefield decision
Okay.
right there. Yeah, just G-Rose in the press box. Jesse's on the field and Fick's on the field, and defense was up, so Jesse go.
And I know you were asked yesterday, but did the doctors today say that altitude or elevation had any impact in what happened yesterday?
No, I mean they did not say that, but I felt it before. I felt the beginnings of it before we even left, but wasn't sure. But I kind of had that feeling that that's probably what was going on.
So you said you started feeling it like the night before. Justin said that you told him that you were just really excited for the game.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I'm really fired up for the game or this is my arrhythmia kicking back in, you know. Yeah, could be one or the other. Yeah, wasn't sure.
Right. So just, have you had a chance to watch the film?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just thoughts on how the team played after watching the film.
Really good in so many different areas. You know, our best, you know, 3/4 of football, you know, for sure. Offense, defense, special teams, and really, and I mean, and you know, offensively, I thought it was our best 4 quarters of football, and in all the things we were really emphasizing, which was you know, just playing crisper, you know, sharper, crisper. We were no pre-snap penalties. It was no turnovers. Very few missed assignments. You know, really impressive. Loved the 3rd down conversions. Loved how many where Justin was distributing the ball too. I mean, it was, you know, 6 receivers had 2 catches for 20 yards or more. 3rd down conversions, Josh Palmer was making them. Ladd was making them. Q was making them. Will Dissly, big plays. So J.K. I thought played really well, and of course Kamani had a couple big catches, one for a touchdown. But you know, pretty darn good. You know, crisp. You know, like a crisp graham cracker. You know, it was good.
And just no touchdowns in the second half since week 1. Just I mean, that game, obviously you guys build a 23-0 lead. You're shifting, just sort of talk about shifting mentality, trying to control the game in the second half. Do you see the second half offense as any sort of concern at this point, or do you feel like it's more of a, you know, game situation, game script dictating sort of what you guys are calling?
I mean, every drive you're you know, you're attempting to move the ball, score points, touchdowns preferable, you know, or field goal. You know, the worst thing you want to see happen is a kick of some kind, you know, a punt or a field goal or an extra point would be the best. So definitely want to, and we're doing that. That's really important for the formula of winning. And to take the ball from inside of our own 10-yard line, you know, backed up like that, and to have a long scoring drive for a touchdown and one for a field goal. I mean, that's the odds of doing that, you know, percentage-wise per series are low. Never really. I don't know if I've ever been a part of a 20-play drive with 7 first downs in it. So just, yeah, take my hat off to that, and the improvement of the offense. You know, just playing more assignment sound, turnover free, and, you know, penalty free for the most part was huge. So just taking steps. You know, that's what I'm most excited about.
Did the fourth quarter defensively, did that feel at all like some of these injuries in the secondary catching up to you guys at all?
I wouldn't say what you know. I'd say, I mean, right off the jump, I mean, just so much great play. I mean, that was 3 quarters. I mean, you can't play any better defensively than what we did. Now, when you have that kind of a lead, then you're inviting 4th downs. They're going to go for it every time. You know, in a 4th down situation, those drives become harder to stop. And we let the quarterback get out a little bit. We got a little loose in the finding the route a couple times, but you know, played winning football. I mean, it's undeniable. Defense is doing a great job. Right, the thing that, I mean, what a blessing to have two corners that are draft picks, you know, both 5th round picks, to play the way they did. in a starting role. I mean, that's a blessing. Told Joe this morning, man, that's a blessing to be able to, and a real compliment to Cam Hart and Tarheeb Still to be able to go out there and do that. And Steve Clinkscale, Coach Clink, done a great job getting them ready for their moment, and they acquitted themselves really well. Both covering the deep ball, tackling. Looked at the stat sheet on Cam. I think it showed how many tackles, like 3 or 4 or 5. I mean, it seemed like 11. In my stat sheet, watching the game, but maybe mine's wrong or theirs is wrong or something. But he played really physical, covered well. It was outstanding. So had a chance to get the quarterback in the pocket. Those are come when you go back and look at the film and say, yeah, we could have stopped some of those drives by not letting him out of the pocket. He did a nice job, very athletic quarterback. Now we'll see that this week, so that'll also be an emphasis.
How much value do you think there is in as some of these injuries in the secondary? A lot of guys have played, like AJ's played multiple roles. You've had Tarheeb now starting 2 games. You've had Cam Hart get out there. Obviously, you don't want to be dealing with the injuries, but as you move forward and build depth, how much value is there in some of these young guys getting action early in the season?
That's a great question, and I have thought of it and just reminisce on some of the really good teams I've had a chance to be a part of. The great ones are when a guy will step in and whether he plays that role early or middle of the season or later in the season, and he plays great. He becomes the hero, the reason that you won the game. That's a fact. Now there's sometimes like, okay, a guy doesn't step up into that role, and the team isn't the great team, because it happens on every team, every season, every team. But to your point, when that happens, then it's that's when some real magic can happen. So really excited about the way Cam played, Tarheeb played, Kamani Vidal coming into the game. We've seen Bud and what he's done in the past. Now there's a chance for Stone Smart. He gets in the action and makes a nice catch over the middle yesterday, and now he could possibly have that opportunity going forward. But I mean, you can just see it brewing, and when the guy does, step up, that next man up steps up and plays to his best, or sometimes it's as good as the starter. I mean, that's when some real magic starts happening. So there's going to be some more opportunities for that to happen, possibly this week. You can surely predict, if not next week, the week after that, or the week after that. So guys understanding that their opportunity is coming and preparing for it, because it's much better to be prepared and have your opportunity not come than it is to not be prepared and your opportunity comes. So I think guys are realizing that, and they're seeing other examples, right? I mean, seeing other guys getting their shot, to go in and prove that they belong, in this great league. Keep chipping away at it. But encouraging. I mean, you got to be encouraged, right? I mean, I really am, by the way guys are stepping up.
Both being 5th round picks in Kamani coming from the 6th round. What does that say about personnel department and kind of like their eye in terms of just the rookies that we've put together, and kind of their eye for talent?
Yeah, it says a lot. I mean, first thing I did when I watched the tape this morning and then walked over to Joe's office and said, Joe, man, this is a blessing. I mean, you find, 2 guys capable of, playing, starting in this league, whatever round they were picked in. That's incredible. So, and I'll take, and I don't take it, and there's nothing diminishing there toward Cam or Tarheeb, and no offense, and there's no offense being picked in the fifth round. I mean, because they've done the work, they've put in the work, they've done the training, and yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a blessing. I'll say the same thing when I see Cam and Tarheeb. I mean, like, keep doing you. That's an awesome thing. But yeah, ton of credit to Joe Ortiz and the entire personnel staff and the scouts and everybody. I mean, they had those two guys targeted, and yeah, I'm glad that that's the direction we went, with those picks, and just super happy that they stepped up and acquitted themselves so well, and now keep it going. Let's do even better.
You mentioned JK earlier. He had, I think, a career high 25 carries yesterday. What did you like about that workload and just kind of how you ran the ball?
Yeah, it was another great game. I mean, stalwart type of game. He's putting together, through these first 5 weeks have been great. His protection, don't ever want to let that go unnoticed. I mean, everything he's doing in his game is noticed. Picking up big first downs, big, converting 3rd and 2s, or converting first downs on first down with the runs that he's making. I mean, that was big in the second half. I thought we were able to break out on a few runs there and change field position, and that's important. That's really important in a game, and winning a game in the formula of winning. In the fourth quarter or the second half, is to be able to flip that field position. So the other J.K. Scott as well. So both J.K.'s. J.K. Scott had an incredible game from Denver, but I mean the hang time he was getting on the punts, and then the ability to kick those in with the backspin, rugby style, get him to stop inside the 5, inside the 10-yard line. Those are big plays in a game.
There was a specific third down in the second half where Justin hit Ladd, they brought the 0, and Justin was retreating.
Yeah.
Off his back foot. Is that evidence of a play that maybe you guys didn't have in your quiver when he was dealing with, more of the ankle issues and just his ability to throw off his back foot and move in the pocket, escape, and make a throw like that?
I'm sitting on the plane. I'm watching the tape, and it's just Ben Herbert was won over. You got to see this. Look at this. Look at this play Justin Herbert made. I mean, full retreat, off the back foot, and threw it to an outbreaking. Like a normal quarterback would throw a 6-yard outbreaker or a 5-yard a stick route. I mean, it was like a 35-yard stick route. Just incredible. What he's capable of, and I think it probably reminds everybody that what number 10 is capable of.
Now, it looked like he sort of identified the blitz and killed the play.
Yeah.
Pre-snap, what did you see from him from a recognition standpoint pre-snap on that?
Yeah, he's incredible. He does it. He has and the line, they're in great sync. But he's making the final decisions. And he had that blocked up. We didn't squeeze like we should have, and left the free runner that he made a incredible play on. But onward to the Arizona Cardinals.